What's up, everybody? It is Monday night, which of course means it's time for another Toypixx live stream. I still have the dining room for the background. That should change by Thursday. I am, in fact, on the mend, but there's a lot of drinking of fluid. So tonight, we're sponsored by Gatorade. I haven't had the purple kind yet. Ooh, Gatorade Midnight Ice and some high quality green tea. What's everybody else drinking? Now, just so you know what's going on, we're going to be discussing all the things we saw at LegionsCon over this past weekend. That place is crazy, and I swear, hopefully, next year, I'll be going to both LegionsCon and if PowerCon comes back, PowerCon as well. Those look like the two that, to me, look the most interesting. Possibly SDCC, but that's more a bucket list thing. That's like, I want to go once and then just get out of there. But so, anyway, let me know what your favorite reveal, if you're catching this on the replay, was at the whole LegionsCon deal. It could be Valiverse. It could be Mythic Legions as well. It could be all kinds of stuff. I saw BigBadWorkShop showed off a Tarzan prototype, and there were a bunch of companies I hadn't even heard of that are releasing some stuff. So yeah, that's why I think I need to hit up LegionsCon at some point soon, and probably PowerCon as well. It's just all the indie lines are getting crazy, and I'm digging it. So there you go. Now, let's get to the chat. It looks like Sci-Fi has got a whole lot for us tonight. So we're going to start it up. Here we go. Sci-Fi, greetings and toytations, everyone. LegionsCon 2025 went out with a bang. They showcased their new Dawn of Discovery line. General Delphina is a female crusader. Mobu, a humanoid stingray from the... Wait, I can do this. I can push the buttons. From the Fishers Guild, Ibn Frost Farius Dazinger, a bat humanoid. Let's see, a fisherman's treasure chest and goodies such as fish, a 3-hook ball on a chain, and shark jaws accessory pack. A pirate captain, and I did think that. I thought all this stuff was cool, by the way. A pirate, Captain Iron Skull, a mermaid that comes with a fishtail and a set of walking legs, Vetus Prime, a Spartan-looking fellow, Otoben, a human walrus with interchangeable tusks, and a giant, accurately painted giant. Soft Shell Blue Crab for their Infinite Legions line. They've teamed up with Joe Maggianello, or however you pronounce that stuff. Let's see, he's a big D&D guy, and they're creating his character, Archon the Cruel. Let's see, hang on, gotta get down there now. Archon the Cruel, a malevolent red dragon, or a malevolent, good Lord, Dave, with the speaking. Red dragon humanoid decked out with battle armor and a cape that comes with fire breath, a weapon, an extra head and hands, and a bone forearm. And spellcasting hand. They also showed off their Japanese-inspired fish humanoid named Koi. Good Lord. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it yet, D Amazing did a review on Koi, and I must say, Koi looks amazing. He's based and colored after the beautiful koi fish. All the standard figures are $42. The accessory set is $25. The brute scale figures are $55. The deluxe siren, let's see, opal scale mermaid is $48, and the ogre scale bulwark, the soft shell crab or blue crab, is $95. The entire Dawns of Discovery set is available on their site for pre-order individually for the prices mentioned and as a set for $450. The pre-order will close on Sunday, December 28th at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the reduced pricing through them. The all-in price is $180 less than retail will be. Let's see, on these same figures, you'll receive a total of 9 figures. They also showed off their newest figure obscura, Thoth, their third Egyptian deity. And I had not heard of Thoth or Thought, or I don't know how to pronounce it either, even. Like, I heard of the others. They actually had... Clearly, I need to learn more about Egyptian gods. Must push buttons. They actually had the nerve Thursday night to have a 5-hour live stream where they also talked about their upcoming role-playing game. LegionsCon fans and friends, they actually thought people would sit through 5 hours of this. Obviously, I did because I'm Sci-Fi George, but I'm wired differently. Just saying. One thing I do enjoy is when people drink on their live stream and get buzzed or drunk enough to let loose. That's a problem. Bobby Bala did not disappoint on the 3POA podcast Saturday night that he co-hosts with Ryan Laserpants. They were among the many vendors at LegionsCon in New Jersey. Bobby just started saying how maybe he should raise his prices if people want to pay $40 and more for these figures. And the ones from Operation Monster Force, I mean, I actually lowered my prices while Hasbro raised theirs to match mine. And my figures come with lots of accessories, unlike Hasbro. Then someone asked, when do the pre-orders go up for Wave 6? And Bobby said he doesn't like doing pre-orders. It's not fair. Let's see, for people to pay their money for something and then wait a year or even 3 years, cough, Skeletron, cough, or HasLabs or Kickstarters that still haven't produced figures, cough, Spiro, cough. Oh dear. I'd rather just put my figures up on my site as soon as they're ready so there's no wait time. Now, to be perfectly fair, Bobby has said this stuff before, particularly about the $40 plus prices for the BBTS and Fresh Monkey Fiction figures. The prices for Mythic Legions and definitely Hasbro several times before, while also noting the artistry and soft goods on Mythic Legions or how Hasbro is #1 with their line. Let's see. With their line work and face scans, all while very sober and straight-faced unapologetically. The Skeletron and Spiro digs are newer. Bobby also mentioned that the Black main character will also, come on buttons, feature cloth goods. I'm always entertained and informed in one way or another from his talks and rants. He also mentioned his gear tin will be up soon, so you can gear up all your troops, including gear for the maritime troops, and there'll also be a figure that exclusively comes with the tin. Mythic Legions also said that they're toying with the idea of making a universal key so figures can swap hairstyles between each other. I went to Sergeant Red's Toys and Collectibles this past Friday and got Sci-Fi, Grim Viper, and Mainframe. Wetsuit was sold out as I was heading out the door. Who enters? Well, I'm glad you asked. Lawrence, a.k.a. ToyTuber, a punk with toys, entered the building. We had a quick introduction and talk. Nice guy, much shorter and bulkier than I thought. That seems to be a running theme with the people you come across, Sci-Fi. I'm short. Let's see. Comic accurate Wolverine proportions minus all the hair and claws. Nice bonus running into him at the store. Nice. Yeah, I watched his. So he was doing, I can't even remember which figure I was watching. I was watching him review a Monster Force figure the other day, and I was having trouble posting or like getting the gear pack or the harness back on Van Helsing. And he said, just heat up the back, don't heat up the side, and that'll make it easier. I did it, and it worked a treat. So game on. I thought it worked. I was happy. I really like the look and colors of the Grim Viper. He's great as both an army builder and a skull-faced nemesis for the Punisher. Mainframe is a standout in the same way that Doc and Lifeline are. Sweet. I do need Mainframe. There aren't many in their field, so their outfits and equipment make them stand out amongst all the lock and loaded guys. Sci-Fi definitely stands out with his outfit and blast effects. I can see him. Let's see, Starduster and Mainframe doing some team-ups together. Maybe even add Dial Tone to the mix. After last Thursday's talk about Fans Hobby Skyhawk, what did I stumble across on the tube of you? A video showing off their new Arctic Skyhawk. Same design and accessories, but in white and gray camo and sky blue windshields. A nice accessory for for any winter forces that you're building. As a fan of their previous version and someone who likes forces, even though I'm sick of Michigan winters. Yeah, how do you like that we already got snow, Sci-Fi? I'll eventually get one and put it next to my Snowcat, just like the first one is next to my Dragonfly. Nice. No surprise here, but ToyTuber and Shutterbug D Amazing, who attended LegionsCon, already has a video up featuring Yep, koi, based off the Japanese koi fish. And yes, I'll be getting a few of these guys. I think that's necessary. Tonight is the last chance to order the Apocalypse made to order figure. Ooh, thanks, Sci-Fi. I forgot about that. Hasbro has also started re-releasing figures that have gone for crazy cash on the secondary market. Such figures include Power Princess, 20th Anniversary Captain America, and more popping up on the Pulse site. Get them before the scalpers get you. Speaking of scalpers, head to your local Target stores to pick up Steeler and Short Fuse before the scalpers grab them all. They became available yesterday, the 9th of November. If you don't see any out, look at a video review on them and copy the barcode. Find an employee, hang on, and kindly ask if they have any in the back. Sometimes they do, sometimes they actually have a ton in the back. They haven't put out yet. These are Target exclusives, but there are some Canadian retailers that have some, since there are no Targets there or overseas, but expect to pay around 20 to 25 bucks extra for shipping. Thanks everyone for coming to my 5-hour talk. Well, that's the bi-weekly rundown for today. Now back to you, Dave. I don't want to grow up. I'm an Steam Chat kid. There's a million things in the Steam Chat. Let's see. That really flip your lid? Oh dear, I'm gonna keep having to go with this, aren't I? From picks to games and from picks to games and flicks, they're the most esteemed chat there is. Gee whiz, I don't want to grow up, cause baby, if I did, I couldn't be an esteemed chat kid. More picks, more toys. Oh boy, I want to be an esteemed chat kid. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Always appreciated, sir. By the way, I did grab up all the available Wave 6 weapon packs on Valorverse's site Saturday morning, including 3 of the bazooka sets. Very nice. The recent Trooper and the Day of the Dead Sidewinder. Ooh, that Sidewinder looks awesome. Since I got one of the packs that have the open and closed short barrel shotgun, I also went ahead and ordered Retro Flint. You don't give James Bond a Rolex, you give him a Rolex with a mini laser gun. Facts. Super 7 put up King Lionel and Red Eyes from the Lunatax for pre-order. It's a holiday season and everyone wants your holiday bonuses. Stay vigilant, my friends. Okay, this just in. Bobby Valla has put up a new section on his site. The new section features men and women's apparel, including thongs. Yep, those are definitely aimed at collectors. Keep the younglings at the playground. This is going to be disturbing. I don't even know. Wait a minute. BigBadWorkShop teased Tarzan? I thought that was a bootleg of Kazar with the wrong colored hair. I keyed. Also, it looks like the clothing brand Kith is, oh, that's right. I saw that today. The clothing brand Kith, that sounds like you're trying to say kiss and you can't quite pull it off. Kith is teaming up with Jaded Toys and Hasbro for single releases of Ryu, Wolverine, Captain America, and Mega Man exclusives. There's a mini trailer on the Tube of You, November 14th at 11 a.m. The figures will be available. Sci-Fi, holy Lost in Space Batman. Shumezco's mech suit and ray gun effects are so tempting. Oh, the pain. I haven't seen those. I'll have to look. Apologies. When I talked about the Kitsch Marvel vs. Capcom's single figures, I forgot to mention they'll be available on their site. Don't know the prices. Wolverine is unique in that his costume is a combo of his tiger stripe and brown and tan outfits. Woo! Anton, what's up, sir? Don't worry about George. I've defeated those aliens again to try to defeat and let's see, and talk about your comments behind your back. One of the most powerful Time Lords. We'll defeat them. Good to see you, Anton. Thanks for stopping in, man. It's a good night. I can feel it. What's going on, Paul? Good to see you tonight, sir. Ooh, I am the walrus. Cuckoo. What's up, John? Good to see you tonight. What's going on, Clank? RP, what's going on? Everybody's coming in. We're just having a good old time. Kyrus, what's up, sir? John, drinking water, but I'll switch to the hard stuff shortly. Like, are you going to put ice in the water? Ooh, that's crazy. High quality H2O. Very nice, Faded One. And my hard stuff, I mean, by hard stuff, I mean cherry Coke. You're getting crazy, John. You got to slow down, man. Someday, one day, you're going to look back and realize, man, I should have, I should have stopped younger. I don't know. Ah, it's a good night. Thank you, guys. I went to LegionsCon. It was awesome, RB. That is sweet, man. What do you have to tell us? What did I miss? What did Sci-Fi miss? Let's hear it. I'll see you at LegionsCon next year, Toypixx. I hope so, Kyrus. I think that's one that I gotta find a way to get to. It's gonna be good times. Ghost Tab, what's going on, dude? Good to see everybody tonight. Toypixx, it looks like you have your secret Daredevil costume underneath. I know. It's well, it doesn't say DD. I got nothing. I got nothing. Ghost App, huge announcements today. Clothing brand brings Marvel vs. Capcom and let's see, Metal Build announces Gundam Barbatos. I know nothing about Metal Build. Thank you, Paul, for keeping the people involved. John, Sci-Fi, you would have loved my old live streams. We drank quite a bit and would get a bit hilarious. I bet. Pixelated, what's up, man? Good to see you this fine evening. Oh, excuse me. All right, we're gonna keep it going. Sci-Fi drunk live streams are the best. Yellowish does a lot of them on Saturday nights. Oh no, that just sounds like it would be bad. If I think about me when I used to drink quite a bit, these would be disaster streams. It would be bad. I would just get up in the middle of live stream and just not come back for 15, 20 minutes at a time. Sci-Fi, I'd like to see that. Oh dear. Pixelated, is anyone buying more than one Apocalypse? Not it. LBZ, what's up, sir? Hey, I'm not doing the sugar so much. This is tea now. We're good. Good to see you, man. John, I'm not even getting one Apocalypse. Fig is nice, but I'm not a huge fan of him as a character. Ah, but you gotta love Apocalypse. Although I'm with you, John. I'm not getting one of them either. Although if they make them in the black and blues, maybe. Spaded one. Quick reminder for everybody to go to Walmart and get a Snoop on a stoop throne for $8. Perfect 112 chair, easy repaint. I saw a quick of that today. And that was it. I didn't see anything. I just didn't even think about it after that. Go me. All right, Sci-Fi. Kith sounds like someone with a lisp trying to say it. That's what I'm saying, Sci-Fi. Let's see. Not a ton, or not a fan of this Kith stuff. They put a brand logo on a Player 2 variant. I do agree with that, Spaded one. That I did see some of the pictures. That didn't look good. Let's see, Ghost Tab. To be fair, Daredevil doesn't know if he has DD written on his costume either. You know what? That's fair. Although if it's different, maybe you could feel the DD a little bit. Pixelated Ghost Tab. I think those Ds are elevated. See, that's what I'm saying. All right, guys, I'm going to show real quick. This isn't necessarily business. I will announce later on tonight who the winner of October's Patreon photo contest was. So probably around 7:30, look around closer to 8. We'll say 8 o'clock. I will announce that. And if I'm not announcing it, get in the chat and remind me to get on there and announce. But I wanted to show you guys this real quick. It was something I put together that I thought might be helpful. So I took the measurements of my Mafex Captain America, which is 6 3/8, and the measurements of the Mezco Hulk, which is supposed to be about 7.5 inches. I put them in the same picture. They should be close. If anybody out there ordered the Mezco Hulk, this should be pretty close to the correct sizing for him. Now, obviously, most people have the Cap from Marvel Legends, who probably is closer to 6.5, which is just like an 1/8 inch taller than this Captain America. So Hulk's going to compare about the same to both of those. So I wanted to put this together, wanted to show everybody what was going on, because guess what? He might not be my second Mezco because he's pre-ordered, and even though it says June 2026, we know how Mezco rolls. But he is the first Mezco, the second I put on pre-order. The first one was Mr. Freeze, and then I decided I didn't want it once I saw the reviews. So I was able to cancel that in time. But anyway, here's your Mezco versus Moss, Hulk versus Cap, size comparison. So do with that what you will. Hopefully it'll help you out if you're trying to decide whether or not you want them. All right, Spaded One. I shared a pic of my repainted Snoop throne. Ooh, on the tip section of the Discord if you want to see what that looks like. I might do that, Spaded One. Unfortunately, I don't have the Discord link on this computer right now. Dope. Clank, I didn't see anyone mention it, but the Hasbro reissues also included Transformers Earthrise Runamuck. Now they just need to reissue Runabout. Oh, I didn't see that, Clank. I did see the Power of the Primes Predaking. Maybe that overshadowed everything, but thanks for the heads up, man. Appreciate it. RP, the Armory experience where you get to put together the modular figures was good and the lines were smooth. The Koi surprise drop and the Thought were too. I haven't gotten around to opening those yet. So what did you build? What were the main pieces you grabbed, RP, when it came to the Armory experience? Let's see, that's a good size for Hulk and Avengers lineup with Mafex. That's what I was thinking too, Pixelated. Let's see, are you also getting the Mezco Thor since the Mafex is a bit small for some tastes? I don't know. I want to see more information about that. Is that Thor up for pre-order yet, Pixelated? I am not sure. Hang on. Let me head over. I'll just do a quick search here real quick. Real quick. Go me. Mezco Thor. Is he up? Well, he was up, but he sold out at least at BBTS. Let's see here. Have any reviews come out from this guy or of this guy? 6.7 inches. Perhaps he would go well with things. I might have to see if I can find this Thor somewhere else. But yeah, 6.7 inches is definitely a lot better than what the Thor is for Mafex. Spaded One, I'm all in on these classic Mezco Marvel figs. Nice. Yeah, I just saw that on BBTS. It makes me sad. So sold out, but no reviews. Sadness is mine. I don't think Thor has shipped. Okay. Is he supposed to be out this month? Or is that where BBTS keeps pushing the pre-order date back because he hasn't come in yet? See, that's my big concern with Mezco, is all that stuff. You never quite know if they're going to come in and actually let you know what's going on when it comes to stuff. So anyway, that was that. That was what's going on. That was me wanting to show you guys kind of the Mezco sizing when it comes to Cap. I will have to see if I can keep an eye out for Thor. If that Thor ends up being really good, it might be to the Bay of E I go. Hope not, but we'll see. See, Thor should be any time now. It's random when this stuff actually drops. Yeah. Stinking Mezco. Throwing us all off. It makes me sad. All right, let me see what else we've got here. What's up that we can point out that I can look at? Let's go ahead and close this window. Why don't we jump over? I do want to take a look at Valaverse's site. So what Sci-Fi got, it looks like Day of the Dead Sidewinder. He got this weapons pack. He got 3 weapons pack November. I love November, but the one that I really want, I think, is this pack with all the shotguns. Although I need this one. I basically have resigned myself with the understanding, or to the understanding, that if Valaverse releases a weapons pack now, or any kind of these backpack kits, I just have to get them. Like, that's how it is. Luckily, they're not crazy pricey, but I need to get them. Otherwise, they sell out. Like, I was looking for the Delta pack. The Delta pack, which sold initially for, I'm sure, the same $11.99, now sells for like $85 because I wanted that black shotgun with the silver paint on it. No dice. That AA-12 is not to be mine. But now I'm like, okay, time to just get all the weapons packs. But I do agree with Sci-Fi. I want the Sidewinder badly. I wish I could get one get Sidewinder with like the Day of the Dead Sidewinder with this Sidewinder's head, but I'll just have to stay on eBay and hope that that Sidewinder head pops up on there eventually. And maybe even that shotgun I was looking at. But yeah, I do like what Val is doing. I can't wait. I did see images or like videos of some of his pirate looking dudes. That stuff looks crazy. Now, yeah, it's all good. It's all good stuff. Like we're spoiled for choice, but we go through that all the time, don't we? Spaded one. That Mezco cap is amazing, though. Got me to get Spidey, and now I'm waiting for Thor and Hulk. Fingers crossed for updated classic Iron Man. A classic Iron Man. I wonder how well they do him. It would be tough, I would think, because the whole body's supposed to be metal, right? Like that's not spandex he's wearing for the yellow parts, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that Hulk is going to go perfect with my other stuff that I've already got. John, should I buy a second bazooka to do some light customizing? Yes. The answer when it comes to weapons is always yes. John, alternated, let's see, alt sidewinder looks cool. I got the standard one in my blind box, so I'm hesitant. Oh, see, here's the thing. So I look of the Day of the Dead more, but I like the head from the one you have more. So I don't know. I mean, if you got it in the blind box, of course, the blind box wasn't free. Let's see, John, Mezco Classic Iron Man would be great. I have the Silver Centurion one, and it looks great. Ooh, there you go. Guess my query was solved. RP, someone from the Marvel or Mythic Legions Cabal created. I gotta get used to ML being Mythic Legions instead of Marvel Legends. From the Mythic Legions Cabal created a program to pre-build. I was mostly interested in having the pieces. I wanted the vampire torso, the charcoal gray, two other ones. Also, the different armor. Ooh, I'm going to have to go back through. Somebody did a video where they showed all the different pieces and everything that were available at the experience. Go back and find the parts you're talking about. Pixelated. Mezco could do a metal Iron Man. They made the Silver Centurion armor, and it's really nice. Oh, there you go. All right. Thanks, Pixelated. I agree on heads. Much Night Ops one is cool, but I like the standard one's head better. Luckily, I have both now. Nice, John, because I agree with Senshi, too. Like, I don't really like the face, like, well, you know what I'm saying. Exactly the same deal as with Sidewinder. Which is weird. I like color with my figures, but yeah. Oh, speaking of, what did everybody get? Let me close this down. What's everybody gotten recently with their stuff? And I only bring it up because now I get to show off. I got a pile of loot today, but it wasn't a huge one. One like mom wanted to get a Big Lebowski duck guy for one of our people. So I had that sitting in my pile of loot. Then I also had a weapons pack kilo from Valaverse for my Praetorians. I had a Frenzy from Studio Series 86, and I'm getting to add to the Jada army. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Vega. I'm pretty excited. I still got to open that. But that wasn't all. Then Amazon decided to go nuts and dropped off my Studio Series blaster. So, yeah, that's one more. I get to check off the checklist when it comes to what I'm trying to get for Transformers. So yeah, it was a pretty sizable day. I'm pretty excited about this. It's weird how that works. Things just kind of come in, and then I don't get much for 2 or 3 weeks, and then suddenly here's 2 or 3 things that show up. It's very strange stuff. Kairos, I got my Chaos Batman. I think it's really good. Maybe the best Batman. Oh, nice, Kairos. Congrats, man. Ghost Av, Inarts just dropped me 40 USD for tariffs for my Sun Wukong. Oh, really, Ghost Av? Oh, I'm starting to wonder about Ami Ami and Rogue, honestly. John, honestly, it's hard to keep track for me. I still have almost 20 figures to open and a bunch of cheap ones on the way. Wow, John. It's not bad. Not bad, though. That's a good problem to have. It's a fun one anyway. Plus another 4 in my pile of loot. Nice. Yeah, I still have a few in the pile of loot. I don't ever want to pay $4 shipping now for one figure. It must always be $4 spread out over many. So I didn't have them all sent just yet. Clank, I recently picked up Transformers, Age of the Prime, Skydive, and Legacy Buzzworthy Bumble, let's see, Silver Streak, not to be confused with Blue Streak. Oh, okay, I forgot that they did that, that they put Silver Streak in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee. I still need to get that cup. I think that cup is better than the Studio Series cup. Very nice, Clank. Anton, what's the last of the Time Lords is here. Good to see you again, Anton. Thanks for stopping in. Pixelated this week was light. One more multiple man came in today. I'm waiting for pre-orders to make it in the pile of loot. Ah, very nice, Pixelated. Isn't it addictive though? Like seriously, I'm looking at my pile of loot. I have, I think, 6 things in there right now. So I'm good now. If I decide to ship it, okay, that's $4 spread across 6 things. But I'm also greedy. I want to add a couple more things and then ship them because I'm sick in the head, I suppose. Anton, who is that walrus creature in the thumbnail? Otoben, I believe. We'll be getting to him here in just a minute. In fact, we just talked about the Valaverse stuff. Why don't we jump over to the Mythic Legion stuff right now? Because why not? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Store Horseman page for the Mythic Legions. Very rad, very cool. I am stoked about pretty much, let's see. Okay, so the favorites are the weirdos and the knights, like Delphina. So General Delphina, I think what it is with the human faces, I think it's a perfect mix of cartoony and real life, almost like comic booky type faces. I think that's why I like the humans so much. But I also like knights, and I've gotten to the point where I really dig the whole Etheron kind of thing. So Delphina will go with Gideon. Valgard, I'll end up ordering him. He'll show up. Kinds of good stuff there. But then I've got Otho coming in, and this guy, Vitus Prime, also has the whole Laodiceus deal going on. So he's cool, but I don't know. He doesn't have me super stoked. So hold on. Let me get back here. Kind of went off on a tangent there a bit, didn't I? So Delphina for sure. Gonna need to get her. Yeah, that's good stuff. Definitely got to get Bulwark. This guy, the insanity. This thing's just awesome. Like, I can't imagine not wanting to get this guy if you're into the weird stuff. And apparently, I am much more into the weird stuff than I thought I was. And I can't even sit here and be like, they didn't come with extra hands, because what are you going to do? These claws look like they open and close, so it's not like he needs extra hands there. So yeah, I'm beyond excited for this guy. This thing is ridiculous. Look at that. So adorable, isn't it? So yeah, Delphina, Bulwark, Mobu. So to answer your question here, Anton, we'll be getting there shortly. He's in here. Mobu, the Stingray, who is also just crazy. I didn't notice what was going on down here. Like he's got almost grass poking out the top of his leg bracers, like on his shin. That's really sweet. And apparently he eats Koi's kids. I don't know. That's weird. Plenty of hands there for Mobu. Oh, yeah, this is good stuff. I don't understand how their heads work, but I love how their heads work. The Mythic Legions people, they know what's up. Okay. Here we go, Anton. This is Otoben. He is one of the guys from Mythic Legions. You can add him to cart. He is $55 now at the store. He will be pricier once these pre-orders are gone. I don't know how much pricier, but yeah, there you go. Got some bracers, got a giant, looks like spear that you can put this bone deal on. Let's see, rope. Bunch of tusks there, it looks like. Yeah, definitely need me some Otoben. I know, I know. And I think, this is why I missed out on. No, it wasn't. Never mind. Definitely need this guy too. Like Mythic and other things, like it's ridiculous at this point. There's way too much that I quote unquote need. Like that trident is awesome. The treasure chest is sweet. Yeah, I liked it better when I didn't need Mythic Legions. There you go with the set, the crazy hook. Anyway, yeah, those are the things that I feel like I kind of need. We'll see how much of that I actually get, but that's the good stuff. Anton, I saw on another site they had the predicate. He was always an interesting character. You mean the Predator, Anton? Kyrus Toypixx, when do you think the Hasbro Sentinel is coming out? Kyrus, I haven't even been paying attention to the Hasbro Sentinel, man. I have no idea. I've been looking at my Hasbro stuff and thinking, how can I customize G.I. Joe figures into like by using Action Force and Monster Force bodies for the most part. Like I'm looking at Flint and I'm going to use some Monster Force legs and a waist piece for him. I want to find a way to build Stalker, and I think that's going to be mostly a Monster Force figure. Then Duke might go more towards the Action Force side of things. I don't know. I don't know. Basically, what I'm saying is when it comes to Hasbro figures, I'll probably get them more for customizing than anything else at this point, which is very strange. I'm not a customizer at all, but I don't necessarily like a lot of what Hasbro's putting out just for my own taste because they seem to be skewing really retro. And when they do get new, they don't give extra hands. So I might get some new and drill them out a little bit so I can use some extra hands on them. I don't know. I just haven't been, like I say, aside from Transformers, which Takara Tomy has a big hand in, I just haven't been paying much attention to Hasbro stuff. Wish I knew more. John, I'll be honest, kind of tempted for the non-human ones. Yep, die scalar. Let's see, since scale would matter less. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That crab is crazy. Bulwark. Pixelated. I might wait until Christmas before I ship my pile of loot. Nice. You know what you should do? Like a couple weeks before Christmas, Pixelated. Then just wrap it all up, put it under the tree. It's all from Santa. Kyrus, I really like the walrus head sculpt Toypixx. Yeah, it's awesome. All those guys are ridiculously cool. Do you think Bulwark looks better than the Mondo one? You know, what was the Mondo? Oh, Clawful. I don't know. Yeah, probably. I mean, Clawful looks great, but there's something just Clawful. Okay, so I think where I'm judging it is on this. Clawful was already a character. You didn't have to use tons of imagination to bring Clawful to life because he already existed, right? Bulwark, he's just a crab guy. Like, I think there was just a lot more imagination in there. So I think I give more credit to Bulwark, honestly. Not that Clawful looks bad by any means, but if I really have to dissect it and figure it out, that's what we're at. By the way, I'm sure you guys heard about Funko, where they're saying they're not sure they're going to make it another 12 months. That could put Mondo in jeopardy, obviously. I did wonder why Mondo elected to allow themselves to be bought by Funko, because I don't believe Mondo would have had to do that unless maybe they were in the situation where they felt like they had to. What I'd like to see is for the people that owned Mondo originally, and I don't know if they're still involved in the company or anything, I would like them to find a way to buy Mondo back from Funko before bad things happen. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know what the contract is. But if somebody else were to buy Funko, then Mondo would be under that umbrella. And I'm almost positive that the quality would not be there anymore. So I really hope somehow Mondo finds a way to split off of Funko before Funko goes away, if that's actually what's going to happen. Pixelated, I thought I was creative until I saw these figures. Yup, those figures. I don't know what I'd do with them. Yeah. Yeah, they're nuts. He looks really cool, but just give him away from lots of butter and a nutcracker that can crack lobsters. You know, I don't think he'd allow it. I think he'd probably stab us first if our wallets didn't stab us for going for him. Anton, it's probably seaweed for that other creature, and they look beautiful. They're beautiful, way well sculpted. Yeah, they're phenomenal. The four horsemen just kill it. John, anyone have any idea what shipping is like from store horsemen? I don't know, John. We might look at that real quick. Anton, they should make an action figure of him. He looks really good. That claw guy, that is an action figure, Anton. Sci-Fi on the Pulse site. The Sentinels are due out December 15th. There you go. There you go, Kyrus. Thank you, Sci-Fi. I appreciate it. Anton, Odell Beckham looks really cool. I only would be afraid that he would come to life while I was sleeping. He will probably raid my fridge. What? Let's see, Sci-Fi. I did get one of each of the backpacks from Valaverse. Very nice, Sci-Fi. Good move, sir. Anton, I saw that they had Predaking from the Transformers. Yep. Yeah, it looks good, but I think what's going on is when you see that big re-release, I think what's going to happen is we'll end up with another Predaking here in the next couple of years. So I'm holding out for whatever's next. Sci-Fi, looking at Bulwark makes me salivate thinking about a year's worth of crab cakes and garlic and herb butter. I don't think Bulwark could let that happen, Sci-Fi. In fact, if you do end up with him, just keep them off to the side and never let them know whenever you're going out for crab cakes. Sci-Fi, I definitely want opal scale. Don't judge me. No judgment whatsoever, Sci-Fi. Vetus Prime, let's see, has that Fabio aura. Oh, Fabio. He's the one that got hit in the face with a bird on a roller coaster, right? There was a guy, I might have told you guys this before, there was a guy in school, one of the older guys, he would always come in dressed in Fila stuff, like always Fila stuff. And he had like blonde hair and all that. We just called him Fabio just because. Don't know why. I mean, well, that was pretty much it. Anyway, there's what we've got for Legions. Is anyone, I mean, obviously several of us are into this stuff. Has anyone put down a pre-order yet for any of these Mythic Legions figures? We'll get off that. Let's see here. Let's go. Just for you, Sci-Fi. We'll settle on opal scale here. Let's find a better picture. There we go. We'll go with Trevor's shot here. Anton, I was talking about Frankenstein. Which, are you talking about the Netflix Frankenstein, Anton? Because, I mean, there have been several Frankenstein figures. I must have missed something. Perhaps I missed something in translation earlier. My apologies, sir. All right, so that's where we're at as far as all this is concerned. I haven't put down my pre-order. Let me go look right now. I want to see what do we have. See if I can figure out. All right, now Shop Pay does, you can get these in whatever installments if you decide you want the whole thing and don't have tons to just drop on all of it right now. So you can do that. Now, let me see if this will tell us anything about estimated fulfillment dates. I'm looking to see if something gives us some shipping information here right now. But I've never ordered from Store Horseman, so I can't. Oh, wait. Yes, I did order from Store Horseman. I ordered Otho and Urzok. Hang on, let me check. Let me see if I can find out what I was charged for Otho and Urzok real quick. My apologies, guys. This is the kind of riveting stuff that we want to answer, though, even if what's going on the screen right now is rather boring, which is me typing on my phone looking for my receipt for Otho and Urzok. All right. Let's get down there. Show me Store Horseman. Luckily, I do keep things in folders. Here we go. Order confirmed. See if I can find the shipping. Okay, so I can't tell you everything there, John, But for me, what it was I ordered Otho and Urzok. They were both $55 figures. Shipping was $8.89. So for those two, it wasn't bad. But I don't know if you order some bigger figures, if you order more figures. I don't know if they have a standard shipping rate or what the deal is. So that's all I can help out with is for those two, $8.89. Hopefully that's helpful. I will now log out of that so I can be far more entertaining-ish. Sci-fi, what have you? Not yet, but I'll get all the Marine characters from my undersea forces along with Aquaman, Namor, and Tiger Shark. Oh, and then you've got the pirates coming from Valaverse. They could have like monsters popping up out of the water. Store Horseman usually has a flat rate of $10, I think. Oh, that's not bad at all. Thanks, Sci-Fi. Yes, I was talking about the new Frankenstein from Netflix, which I reviewed on my podcast. Please, everybody, listen. All right, Anton. All right, very cool. I started watching it. I didn't know it was as long as it was. So I've got to get to, we got through Van Helsing, good Lord. We got through Victor Frankenstein's side of the story. And I decided, now's a good time to stop it because we're about to get through the creatures side of the story. Pixelated, there's a seller on eBay looking to sell the pre-order of the X-Men 97 Sentinel for $290. Oh, of course they are. You know how eBay rolls. That's some good shipping charges. Just checking to, let's see, as I calculate if I want to pre-order there or wait for BBTS. Got it, John, got it. Sci-Fi, I already have all the seafaring figures from the Joes and Cobra. Oh, man. Dude, do you have, okay, Sci-Fi, do you have an aquarium? Something that you can actually set up some kind of weird undersea, you know what, you don't even need to because you can go to the pet store, you can get aquarium type stuff and photos. I wonder if I could find that tonight. Like if you're taking pictures of it or something, I created like a bubbles foreground. So what you can do, I don't know what you use as far as your photo editing stuff, but it's just bubbles against a black background. So for that, what I do is I would put that over my main image and then select screen or linear dodge. That's with Photoshop though. And the black color in the background would disappear and you just see bubbles. So maybe that would be helpful as well. If you're thinking that might work out for you, let me know and I'll see if I can find the link. John, Sci-Fi, I have 2 eels, 2 divers, shipwreck, torpedo, and the Fortnite boat. Haven't gotten the mass divers yet. You know what I was thinking of? I kind of want to build a shipwreck out of the Monster Force stuff. But really, what I might need to do, I might only need to get the classified shipwreck and drill in his hands a little bit so he can just use other hands. That might be all that he needs because he's a good-looking figure. That might actually be a lot of what I do with classified. Yep, I got all those and the Fortnite boat plus the Fortnite sharks. Those Fortnite sharks look like a lot of fun, honestly. All right, so we saw that. Let's close that up. Now, anything else has come out that's interesting? Let me see here. Any other news we got? I'm going to drop into BBTS real quick. Just because that tends to be where I see the things. So here you go. You got Marvel Girl, or not Marvel Girl, Captain Marvel. No, wait, that's her Warbird outfit. We have Warbird here. We have Power Princess, and we have the Silver Surfer. I can't remember what the story was where he had to be like, he wasn't silver, but he was more like this charcoal, like a shiny charcoal color. I don't remember what the story was. No good. Obsidian Surfer. There you go. So yeah, those are back up. Like Hasbro's going crazy with the pre-orders, like as far as reissues. I need the Vamp. Please, Hasbro. You know the Vamp's going for crazy money on eBay. Drop that Vamp one more time and I will buy it, I promise. And then let's see, what else do we have that's interesting? I saw a couple things here to show you guys. Here was this. Now, I didn't see 2000 AD. Anybody looking at this thinking this is pretty sweet, pretty spot on? This is from Hiya Toys, by the way. And I did look at it. I saw the loadout and everything. This would qualify as being a very photogenic figure, as would basically everything we've looked at tonight. I mean, we're spoiled for pictures, ladies and gents. So there you go. Has anybody seen this, and is anybody even into this at all? Ooh, must push buttons. John, yeah, drilling out for hands is on my list to do at some point. Nice, John. Yep, I've got the Dremel at the office, so I need to do that. Anton, I really, really like that they should make an action figure of the monster because he looks really great. Very different from any of the other Frankensteins. Sorry, I'm always going to go with Frankenstein, apparently. Frankensteins we've seen. Sci-fi, the Worthy Surfer. Huh. Oh yeah, the Hammer. Obsidian Surfer is called, is it the Fallen? By the way, hello, Mr. Matson. Good to see you tonight. I'd like another Snake Mech. Oh, that's right. Those sold out too. Are those going for crazy prices on eBay too? John, I'm a fan of both Rogue Trooper and Hiya Toys. Not sure I'll get it. Need to check my funds. Yeah, that's always the great equalizer is ye old bank account. John, Dremel might be not the best tool for drilling hands. I'll have to check if let's see, manual pin vise would be better. Ooh, not bad. Let me know, John. Let me know what goes on there. I'm looking, I haven't even looked at my attachments. I'm not sure what I've got that would even fit any of those holes. So maybe. I haven't used that Dremel tool actually, but I've got one. Anton, if everybody doesn't know, unless I find Georgia, let us know in the recap that there was a team at the Dragon. Help me out, Anton. Georgia. I lose. Sci-fi, that surfer is from King Thanos storyline. Okay, got it. Toy Odyssey, what's going on, man? Good to see you this fine evening. King Thanos. It's been, I'm not sure I ever even, I mean, I know I didn't read it. I'm not sure I heard of it even. John, just worried about drill bits breaking and getting stuck. Harder to happen with a manual one. Ah, that does make sense. Pixelate, I've stayed away from Hiya because I heard they weren't 1/12. They're the non-Super 7 figures, normal 1/12. I don't know. I thought, like this guy here, at least if we're talking about the Hiya guy for non-Super 7, he's 6.5 inches, it shows, so it's close. He's basically between 1/12 and 1/10. So I guess 1/11. Which is what many action figures are skewing towards now anyway. Gamerverse Jugs is cool. Picked him up from GameStop yesterday. Heavy as heck. Toy Odyssey, I've heard a lot of people say that thing is just blunt force trauma. Somebody tries to break in the house, just throw Juggernaut at him and you win. But yeah, that thing, it looks pretty good. And the fact that it's that heavy, that kind of cracks me up. Okay, let's get out of here because there was another one that I saw that was also Hiya. I can't remember. Let's see. Hold on. Let's head over here to ye old pre-orders. There we go. Creed. I don't know why I couldn't remember it was Creed. I haven't seen Creed. I haven't seen any of the Rocky movies, so feel free to jeer me in the comment section. So I need to work on that, obviously. I think Hiya goes heavy on the boxing, and I think they look really good. And the way that they do the bodies is some kind of inside system, probably similar to how they did the Maximum Hulk or how Sideshow does stuff, because you can get, even though you don't see much of a cut or any cut really, you can get forward lean and all that stuff. He does have kind of a ball peg going on at the waist. They're cool figures. They just, it's kind of like Jada, but whereas Jada is fairly inexpensive, and doesn't have any licenses that I don't care about, and they really don't. They don't have things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need, except they're Jada and they make really good stuff. Haya is way more expensive and doesn't have any licenses that I need. So I'm probably not going to end up with a whole lot of Haya unless, I don't know, we'll see. Something that is very pop culture. Like maybe I should get a Rocky, for instance, from Haya. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I wish we had a close-up picture of the face. That's about as good as we're gonna get right there. Oh, what have we now? Pixelated Gamerverse Jugs' top 5 figure of the year. Nice. John Pixelated, I think Rogue Trooper is taller than 6-inch normally, so I think it's actually 112. Let me check Rambo. Nice. Hi, as both scales. I've not been happy with quality of the 4-inch. I don't get, let's see, I don't have any of their 6-inch. Okay. You haven't been happy with the quality. I assume, Mr. Matson, let me know. What have you gotten in the 4-inch scale? I assume they're the ones doing the miniature classified figures, right? John, Dave, I don't think we're surprised when you haven't seen something anymore. I know, but I feel like I should have seen Rocky. I actually wanted to see Predator this weekend and just didn't do it. So I feel like I need to work on this stuff. Don't. Anton is Safeway George, Sci-Fi George is not already talked about it. I was talking about Tiamat the Dragon. Okay, Anton. Okay, gotcha. Tiamat, as far as the Super 7 Dragon, have they done another one? Pixelated Rambo is a little over 6 inches, so they're the same 6-inch scale as G.I. Joe Classified. There you go. Thanks, John. Higher Rambo is slightly smaller than Classified, but he fits in fine. Their JD, Judge Dredd, I think, is actually smaller. Weird. Yeah, there you go, folks. The high questions have been answered. This is the kind of high quality content and information you can expect when you show up for a Toypixx live stream. Also, me drinking tea apparently is high quality. That Rambo is incredibly good. Yeah, I think John's the one that was talking about how cool that Rambo was, or probably still is. And I don't know. I don't think there was much more that I saw today. It wasn't that today was slow because we had all the LegionsCon stuff going on, but just, and of course with all these Marvel Legends repacks. There was one more, and I'm not sure how into this stuff anybody gets, but let's head over to SHF. I know they haven't been doing, their stuff doesn't seem to be getting as much praise as it once did. And the ones that I'd be interested in, I'm not sure what everybody else's take is. Look at this, $537.99 for an SH Figuarts motorcycle with sidecar. It's an exclusive, of course, but holy crap. Let me see, what do we have? 8.2 inches tall. I wonder, fully articulated. So it doesn't say it doesn't say that it's for the smaller figures. Weird. They must have a larger line or something for these things. Because I saw this and I was kind of shocked. Yeah, that if this thing's 8 inches tall, then that guy has got to be much taller than that. Or at least 8 inches tall. So maybe I'm not looking at something that's 1/12 scale here. But I thought it looked good. The beginning, My Hero Academia. And I don't know. I think everybody here, we're more into kind of the indie stuff. We're into G.I. Joe. We're into comics. I kind of make it so we're into Transformers some. Clank is on here talking Transformers too. But I don't know how many of us are really into things like My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball and all that stuff. Because I have to say, I do want to get Goku. Like, I need a Goku, but I don't know who else I should get. I feel like I should get a Goku. I should maybe get a Piccolo, maybe a Vegeta, maybe a Gohan. Like if you need your main stuff, maybe that's it. Maybe a Krillin. I don't know. I don't know. But we don't seem to get too crazy about a lot of that stuff depending on who comes in. Yeah, this was pretty much it I saw on BBTS. As I saw what I showed you guys, and then just some of these SHF figures. Not tons of craziness going on. All right, let me get through what we have here, and we'll announce that winner. Anton, the Cream movies are pretty good, and I think that guy was a pretty good actor and made a great Cage. Made a great Cage. The Judge Dredd movies? Because that was Carl Urban, right? Yeah, Rambo's pretty cool. Stole his machine gun for Junkyard Joe right now. Nice. I've gotten Hyatt Aliens figures. The articulation is gummy and they break. Their APC is awesome. And I like the alien eggs, just not the figures. Okay, that's not good to hear. Thanks for the info, sir. Much appreciated. SHF is good quality, but expensive and not quite 6-inch scale. I'm not a fan. They are a little small, for sure, compared to most of what we get. Rambo doesn't have those issues. Ooh, I think, yeah, that's good. That's good to know. Kyrus, that new Sideswipe and Red Alert through, let's see, third-party Transformers look really good, Toypixx. I didn't see the Red Alert. I did see the Sideswipe, and I agree, Kyrus. I think he looks great. Pixelated, November 12th is the date of the next show for these guys. The next show for who? Help me out, Pixelated. Because I clearly blew it. I wasn't paying my attention. All right. Let's go in. Let's shut this down right now. It's time to announce the winner of October's Patreon photo contest. Here are the entries. We had entry number 1, entry number 2. Here's a better look of each one. And the winner was entry number 1, ladies and gentlemen, which comes from Clankatron. So Clankatron, I saw you in the chat. If you're still around, make sure and shoot me. Well, you don't need, well, yeah, you do need to shoot me your email or your actual mailing address. I might have it. I don't know if I do. But shoot me your mailing address, and I'll be sending out that Cobra Commander and Viper before the end of the week. I'll make sure and get that to you. So fire that my way. Congratulations, sir. This is a crazy shot. I really like the silhouetted look you went with here. And it's got to look like it looks like you're actually in a living room, which is amazing. That's awesome. Let's see, Carl Urban, Judge Dredd, become Bones McCoy, Billy Butcher, Johnny Cage, etc. Yep. I knew many of those. Bandai. Oh, got it, Pixelated. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, we got it. Sci-fi. Yep, there you go. Way to go, Clank. I only know a little bit of anime. Let's see. I know something classic stuff like Star Blazers and Battle for the Planets and a few others. Gotcha, Anton. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know much. I kind of want to learn more, but I just don't know. I don't know. Let's see, Inuyasha and a few others. I've never really watched My Hero Academia. I have watched all the beautiful Sailor Moons. Was Sailor Moon, was that on Toonami? Because I remember seeing some episodes of Sailor Moon, and I can't remember if it was an afternoon thing or was Toonami on in the afternoon as well as at night. Because I can't imagine I was watching Sailor Moon at night, but maybe. I mean, if she was on the Toonami block, I was watching whatever was on Toonami, so that would make sense. Clank, thanks you. It's the NECA Crooked Man in a bedroom with Hobby Lobby dollhouse stuff. Dude, it's nice, Clank. That's a very cool and very creepy picture. I like it a lot. But yeah, you've got my email address, so don't forget, send me that physical mailing address, and I will get those figures sent out to you. Congrats again, sir. That's an awesome shot. All right, let me get out of here. Log out, you. All right, ladies and gents, we have 804. I don't know. There's not much. What else do you guys have? What have you seen? What are some things that you want to chat about? Let's see. I'm talking about the Marvel villain in with Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Marvel villain in with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hang on, Anton. Hang on. Let me see if I can figure some of that out. I'm going back. I'm reading. The Marvel villain. That's Tiamat that you're talking about? Uncarded, what's up? Cabal above all. Hail, Mythic Legions. See, I'm still new to the game. You'll have to teach me some things, Uncarded. So we had everything go on. We had everything happen this weekend. What was your favorite thing that was shown off at LegionsCon, Uncarded? This is what we need to know. Kang or Ghost? Oh, there you go. Okay. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Yes. Yeah, because Kang was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay. We're there. Or no, Quantum Mania. Maybe MODOK. Okay. Sci-Fi, you're the man. Thank you. Because I was clearly having trouble trying to come up with things. All right, now I'm just darting back and forth between all the things. You know what we should do? I know what we should do. Let me see what I can find. And I'll share it if I can. Don't worry. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hang on, in case anybody's been thinking of it. Depending on if you know this site or not, this is a site called Aussie Collectibles. I wonder if that means Australia. Let's see here. Y'all Thor products. I don't know. Let me see. Does anybody know anything about Aussie Collectibles? Help me out. Because if they're in the US, then they've got stuff. Aussie Collectibles, where? Oh, of course it's Australia. I should have known. Well, if we need Thor, we can get him in Aussie Collectibles, but we're probably paying a pretty penny when it comes to shipping. That's what I thought I'd do, is we'd see if we could find Thor. There you go. Yeah, he did a great job, didn't he? The new figure Obscura Egyptian Osiris. That thought figure? That was pretty Osiris somehow? Not cool. And that koi fish character. Actually, the entire Dawn of Discovery wave looks awesome. Yeah, I thought that koi fish, if anybody, again, if you missed it, D Amazing has that video up on his channel right now. It does look very cool. Yep, they're in Australia. So lame. Pixelated Books of Mills claims to have Thor. They are a book chain on the East Coast and probably elsewhere. Yeah, I walked into a Books a Million, I think around where my sister lives. It was the first time I'd ever been in one. It was crazy. But they had, let's see, I actually ordered a skydive from them. I got a recent email saying they've ordered it from the manufacturer. So maybe Books a Million is another one I could give a shot to. Thank you, Pixelated. I appreciate it. Let's see. She was at night and she was on during the day and the afternoons later on. Okay, Anton, thank you. As far as Sailor Moon's concerned. So I wonder, I might have seen her during the day then. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, clearly I saw the show. John, funny that just buying the wired cloth cape for Doom cost so much work. But it caused work, but the result, man, it's a wired cape for Doom. And that's a pretty good Doom figure. So I would think that that wired cape would be pretty helpful in making it look very rad. Now let's go to Books A Million. Oh, let's go throw. That's not helping me. Although it looks like he was there. 112 Collective, The Mighty Thor. Add to cart, pre-order now. Oh, $99.99. That's not so bad. Easy for me to say. Mr. Stabby would not agree. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, go away, thingy. I'm not planning on buying you now. If you are looking for Thor, Books A Million has them, it would seem. Or at least they're claiming it. Let's go to Big Bad. I want to go find, because I didn't look at him enough when it came to this solicitation. Dang it, I did it again. Let's go throw. So I want to see what all Thor comes with here. Spinning hammer. Oh, Mjolnir. Oh, that's sweet. Tell me that's an effect. Okay, we get quite a bit there. Oh yeah, that is Kirby style. Dang it. Am I gonna become a Mezco guy? I don't want to be a Mezco guy, guys. I mean, I do, but I don't. Mr. Stabby doesn't want me to be. How about that? And when they went into the microverse, Kang. Okay. Sci-fi nailed it then. Got it, Anton. Ah, purple and green. We talked a little bit about that last time. Man, I didn't know. I really didn't pay attention to this Thor when he was shown off before. Looks good. I want to see, what do we have? Thor, 2 interchangeable, 7 interchangeable hands, 2 hammers, spinning hammer, 4 lightning strike. Okay, so it lists all the stuff that I see in the picture. I only did that because when Big Bad listed the Mezco Hulk, they didn't know the pictures that it actually has on the Mezco site. So yeah, I guess I'm tempted. I don't wanna. I guess it's kind of like that. Anton, everybody have a great night. Remember, buy more toys, buy more action figures, buy more comics, and always have fun. Will do, Anton. Same to you, man. Thanks again for stopping by tonight. 'Twas a good chat. John, I think word was that he was short, or there was some worry that he was short. Yeah, it does list him at 6.7 pounds, or 6.7 pounds. Not only that, ladies and gents, but it's a really heavy figure. No, it does list him at 6.7 inches, which would put him at, what, about a third of an inch taller than my cap, I think. A little over a third of an inch taller than my cap. Would it be? I don't know. My brain is just pretty much dead. But yeah, it would be taller than cap, which is pretty much my only thing that I really need it to be. So if that's the case, and if Mezco isn't just pulling our chain on the height, then that he would work for my display anyway. Mr. Manson, if you have to deal with Mezco Direct, you won't be a Mezco fan for long. Yeah, this is what I've heard. That's why I was looking at Books A Million. And because I heard they still had them. Okay. Well, I think, ladies and gents, I can't think of a whole lot more. I really like that Thor, but his height. Kyrus, hold on. Let me go find this and double check. Okay. It does say 6.7 inches. So when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to my Captain America, my Mafex cap, he's going to scale just fine if I were to pick him up. But aside from that, I don't know how well he'd scale with Marvel Legends. He probably, if this helps, I wish I were in my studio right now. I'd have my ruler right there and everything. if anybody has any of the knights from Mythic Legions, 6.7 inches is probably, I would guess, and I'm not 100%, I would guess it's pretty close to the height of any of the knights. Like I'm thinking Sir Gideon, I think 6.7 inches would be pretty close to that height. Maybe a touch taller, maybe a touch smaller. But either way, he would work for my collection. But if your captains are Marvel Legends, maybe not. It's been a while since I picked up a Marvel Legends cap, so I don't know how tall he's gotten. Pixelated, the Mofex Thor is also short. See, for me, it would size correctly again, if what Mesco's saying is accurate. Yes, people complained about Thor's height. I mean, the Mofex, or I'm sorry, yeah, the Mofex Thor is definitely short. Like it is shorter than Cap. This Thor would be taller than Cap, and like I say, that's what I need. Yeah, yeah, his height. I honestly, if I were to get this, that Thor might be a Mofex that I actually sell. And I'm not somebody that thinks I'm going to sell Mofex, but that Thor and the Jean Grey, the first Jean Grey that was issued, those two are kind of disappointing. If Mofex ever did or like a version 2 of that Jean Grey, and I were to get this Mezco Thor, I would be set. And then nothing else would disappoint me from Mofex ever again. I don't think. Who knows? But yeah, I think we pretty much got it. I can't think of much else that's going on this fine evening. Don't see a whole lot more that's going on in the crazy news aside from what's going on with Funko, but we talked about that a little earlier. So I think that's what I've got for this fine evening, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the next one will get to be crazier, and I'll be in the studio so I can measure more things and see if we can figure things out a little more precisely. So that's what I've got for tonight. Wait. Let's see. I have all the Mythic Legions Knights, and they're every bit of 7 inches. See, to me, Gideon is not 7 inches. Like if you his head on, he's not quite 7 inches tall. So that's where I'm at. I wish I had Gideon right here. He's a little below 7 inches. He might be 6 point. I'm not even sure. I'd say 6 3/4 with just his head. But maybe I'll have to look again when I get there. Maybe grab the old tape measure, try and be real precise. But anyway, folks, that's what I've got for this one. You know the drill. You could have done anything this fine evening, and instead you chose to come out here and hang out with all of us, and I hugely appreciate it. So until next time, have fun and happy snapping. See ya. And no, they are not. Well, okay, yeah, they are. They are kind of like Asgardians. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.